Welcome. You with the Nasty Pastor, and I'm back with another read this week from Leviticus. This is the third book, and to really display this to you on a major level, this is the book of understanding. Understanding. Right now, we are diving into, I believe it will be chapter 5. You get what I'm saying? We're diving into chapter 5. And I hope it's a pastor, some pastors, meaning more than one, have viewed this. If not, and you are a viewer that sits in a Baptist, Christian, Catholic church of worship, tell your pastor about me. Tell your pastor I'm talking mess about it. You get me? I don't care if you're pastor, a woman, or a man. Tell your pastor, the nasty pastor talking mess. Going on over there to Leviticus. It will be called OFM Leviticus. Tell your pastor, look, it's this man on social media. Make it right. I'm giving you, make it right. It's this retarded man on social media have this page OFM Leviticus. Now he love him some Moses, but he talking mess about y'all. Go on over there and view him and put him in his place. Send your pastor on my page. You got me. Anyway, you're with the nasty pastor. As I said, we're getting in chapter 5 of Leviticus. Let's dive in, you know what I mean? Let's really dive in and let's get these laws, straight so that maybe, just maybe, we can go into these buildings of worship and trust in what these pastors are giving us. Alright, the title of chapter 5 is the trespass offering. If a person sins in hearing the utterance of an oath, come on now, if a person sins in hearing the utterance of an oath and is a witness whether he has seen or known of the matter, if he does not tell it, he bears guilt. Or if a person touches any unclean thing, whether it is the carcass of an unclean beast, or the carcass of unclean livestock, or the carcass of unclean creeping things, and he is unaware of it, he also shall be unclean and guilty. All right, what's a carcass? Come on, because I'm going to break something down to you about me. What's a carcass? For those of y'all that don't know what a carcass is, I'm going to break something down to you. You got what I'm saying? And then I'm going to tell you about livestock. A human being can be considered as livestock, right? The dead body of an animal, right? Okay. Rest my cousin's soul. On his funeral day, the day of his funeral, I went up, laid my right hand on his chest, said my prayers, and put the with my left hand. You understand what I'm saying? You don't get what I'm saying about the right? I'm making a design. You get what I'm saying with my hand. And I'm sending them to heaven as saying, take him now. You get me? Take this soul now. And it says that you don't supposed to touch the dead. You get me? You don't supposed to touch the dead. I touched the dead. I did what I was supposed to do. I sent my friend, my cousin. I feel he's in heaven. You feel what I'm saying? I really do. There's things he have done physically, you get me, physically, that I've felt. You get me? You understand me? I felt. And I believe if he didn't touch me that morning, going out to that Henrico courtroom to fight for my youngest son, maybe the things I would have said out my mouth would have had put me in prison. Well, not prison, would have put me in jail. You feel what I'm saying? I said some things enough to get the court to understand. You're not playing with an ignorant person, and you're not gonna play with my son's life like that. You get it? The sentence was fair. The sentence was just. But I look at it this way also. You get what I'm saying? I look at it this way also. A lot of the blame fall on his mom. You feel me? His mom. Anyway, let's get back into this reading. Or if he touches human uncleanness, whatever uncleanness with which a man may be defiled, and he is unaware of it, when he realizes it, then he shall be guilty. And just to go back a little bit, because you might be for those of you listening, you might be a little confused. It tells me, as blessed as I am in my life, it tells me he's not an unclean person. And I know he's clean. I know he's a clean person. He washed his bottom. He washed his body more than I wash mine. You understand what I'm saying? I know he's a clean person. Verse 4. Or if a person swears speaking thoughtlessly with his lips to do evil or to do good, whatever it is that a man may pronounce by an oath, and he is unaware of it, when he realizes it, then he shall be guilty in any of these matters. Now look we in Leviticus. Now look at what I put on Twitter about this woman that want to become a Commonwealth attorney. You know, she said some things in my head I don't like. You get what I'm saying? So I said what I had to say. And I'm going to stay blessed because, see, the infraction, the confusion, the lie began with her family. You get me? With her family. You get it? And I mean what I say. I'll never vote for you. I'll never vote for you. Let's dive on back into this read. 5. And it shall be when he is guilty in any of these matters that he shall confess that he has sinned in that thing. Now let me backtrack some more things. There's a woman that used to sing, and you know, I joke on her husband a lot. You get what I'm saying? I joke on him a lot because he have retained a voice in my head, so I just go on and kill him when I'm ready. You feel what I'm saying? I kill him and his sons when I'm ready. One of the sons, well, 2 of the sons, I don't bother them at all because I don't see where they bother me. You get what I'm saying? One of the sons, I go at him a little bit too. The baby one, I go at him, no, not the baby one, next to the baby, I go at him when I get him to. But the daddy, I'm probably going to do that till, you know what I mean, whom I pray to call me home. You feel what I'm saying? Whenever I want to. If I wake up and I feel like this the day to get you, I'm going to get you. Anyway. His wife, you got what I'm saying? I never heard her voice in my head. And I did one day say something, that I felt was nasty. And I said to myself, something? No, you don't wait to give this woman an apology. You apologize to her now. So I made another post. Bloom, 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 blam, blam, blam. So don't think I don't know what I'm doing. Don't think I don't know the laws. The laws of whom I pray to have placed upon this rock, have placed upon mankind. You understand me? Don't think it. Believe me. If you don't bother me, I ain't gonna bother you. And he shall bring his trespass offering to the Lord for his sin which he has committed, a female from the flock, a lamb or a kid of the goats as a sin offering. So the priest shall make atonement for him concerning his sin. If he is not able to bring a lamb, then he shall bring the Lord for his trespass which he has committed, 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering. And he shall bring them to the priest, who shall offer that which is for the sin offering first, and wring off its head from its neck, but shall not divide it completely. Then he shall sprinkle some of the blood of the sin offering on the side of the altar, and the rest of the blood shall be drained out at the base of the altar. It is a sin offering, and he shall offer the second as a burnt offering according to the prescribed manner. So the priest shall make atonement on the behalf for his sin which he has committed, and it shall be forgiven him. But if he is not able to bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, then he who sinned shall bring for his offering 1/10 of an ephah of fine flour as a sin offering. He shall put no oil on it, nor shall he put frankincense on it, for it is a sin offering. Then he shall bring it to the priest, and the priest shall take his handful of it as a memorial portion and burn it on the altar. According to the offerings made by fire to the Lord, it is a sin offering. The priest shall make atonement for him for his sin that he has committed in any of these matters, and it shall be forgiven him. The rest shall be the priest as a grain offering. Now, chapter 14 on out is offering with restitution. How many of y'all out there viewing know what restitution is? You know, in modern times, restitution is something you've done that, you know, you may have broke up that cost. So you have to pay restitution. You feel what I'm saying? You have to pay some type of money, you know, and to break it down more, you know, you can look at restitution as the sentencing. You know what I mean? When you are out here committing criminal acts and you go in front of a judge, you get caught, you go in front of a judge, and you're being sentenced to time in prison, that can be, you know what I mean, restitution for what you've done. You get what I'm saying? So this will be a good one, a good part of chapter 5 for us to really pay attention to. You know, when you, put it this way, when you do wrong to your spouse, when you do wrong to your lover, and you realize you wrong, you said you ask for an apology, that's restitution. You bring some flowers home to make up, that's restitution. You want to take her out, do something good for her, or if it's the other way around, you want to do something good for him, is that not restitution? That's trying to make things, you know, clean. Saying, if a person, no, then the Lord spoke to Moses saying, if a person commits a trespass and sins unintentionally in regard to the holy things of the Lord, then he shall bring to the Lord as his trespass offering a ram without blemish from the flocks, with your valuation in shekels of silver, according to the shekel of the sanctuary, as a trespass offering. And he shall make restitution for the harm that he has done in regard to the holy thing, and shall add 1/5 to it and give it to the priest. So the priest shall make atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering, and it shall be forgiven him. Now we're going to pause right there. You know, we're going to dive in verse 17, but we're going to pause right there. Let me say this to you. I'm going to reflect you back to Revelation chapter 22. I say it sounds like Revelation is talking to us men. What does it sound like chapter 5 talking to us about? Especially when it started at verse 14, the offerings with restitution. How many women you know out here apologize? How many you know? I know few. I can count them on my hand. I don't need all my fingers. You get what I'm saying? I got 4 fingers and a thumb. I don't need all of them. You understand what I'm saying? I don't. Now, if you're going to tell me woman has not read this Bible and position their life to walk in this Bible, come on, man. Remember I said a long time ago in another reading, if you really follow all my readings, I will take this Bible, I can do some stuff with this Bible. I could take the scriptures out of this Bible and I can do some stuff with it. If you are really into the woman that is ministering to you, I don't care if it's in a church, I don't care if it's a woman you like, and she said, come on, let's read the Bible. What have she done to you? What have she done to you? A form of brainwashing, right? 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 You take a wicked woman that has read these scriptures, especially this right here in Leviticus, and she do something to you and you expect an apology, do you think you're going to get it? Let's dive back in. If a person sins and commits any of these things which are forbidden to be done by the commandments of the Lord, though he does not know it, yet he is guilty and shall bear his iniquity. And he shall bring to the priest a ram without blemish from the flock with your valuation as a trespass offering. So the priest shall make atonement for him regarding his ignorance, in which he erred and did not know it, and it shall be forgiven him. It is a trespass offering. He has certainly trespassed against the Lord. That's the end of chapter 5. And I just want to say this to you again. Like I said, you can use this book and you can use this book as a tool of destruction. You can use this book as a tool of happiness, confusion, rebellious. You can use it for good, you can use it for bad. I say this because these are the words of whom we pray to. Don't play with these scriptures. Don't play with them. You get me? Don't play with them. Because see, when you read these scriptures, that means you know now. When you don't read these scriptures, that means you don't know. And as you read, and I think it was verse 18 or it was 17, you are forgiven because you did something unknowingly. Cool. But how many times will you be forgiven for repeating the same sin and using the same excuse, I didn't know? Look, you've been with the nasty pastor mouth. Can't say I don't love you.